surprise, surprise, we've seen archways as the next map.
Yeah, the Europeans really do love this map. That's 3 for 3. 100% of losing teams prefer archways, but also 100% of the teams who picked archway have lost on it.
That's
so,
right.
Maybe they wanted to switch it up, but I guess not. Sparko actually has an interesting name because I keep wanting to calling him Sparkle. I think Sparkle would be an improvement upon his name, but we'll see as we go on if he's going to be able to make a quick attacking effort. So far, not a great job, though.
No, not so far, but, you know, he still has decent position on the defenders up on the hill, and he picks off Stern, who was actually watching the point. That's going to force Cephas off to the right a bit, and it exposes him, so there you have it.
Okay, only one Absolute Legends member left. It's the King. Sparko with 2 armor left, has a lot of time. Oh, working on that speed pad. He still doesn't get the shot, and man, the King fires him down pretty quickly. There's a good defensive effort from the King.
Very good, because that was a heavily attacker favored position there. But let's see here now as the King is going to be on attack. Let's see if he can follow up that great defensive performance with a really nice attack round of his own. Yeah,
and he actually did get the first one in the previous map, so he has obviously a good opportunity to do so here on Archways early and get things rolling. So far, we've only seen a couple of successful attacking rounds at all, and I think all but one were eliminations rather than goal capturing. So again, if you're just joining us, you're watching Elite, which is the premier competitive mode of Shootmania. They're playing first to 6. Each team does have 3 players, but each individual round only has 1 versus 3. The 1 player armed with an instant kill laser and 3 HP. The defending players armed with 1 HP, but they each have 4 rockets to use. The King taking off that first defender, Sparko, means that he only has 2 defenders left. In the top right, you can see Hybrid and Quako are still left there, and the King is the only one attacking in. He's only got 1 armor, where you can see at the bottom of the HUD.
King tries to jump around the outside, but now, yep, he had to actually land his next 2 shots as soon as possible, but couldn't get there. He is eliminated, and 2 defensive rounds have opened this map.
Quako attacking in next for Epsilon. He was more or less on fire in the first qualifier when we cast those games. So Quako, I remember he had a very strong laser as well. We'll see if he can make use of it after dodging past those spam rockets. Oh no, he showed himself for a little bit too long, and now there's just a huge volley coming from all 3 defenders. He makes his way forward now. He's probably going to hop off this spawn, try and pick off a defender quickly, and he does.
Wow.
You do see that shot from time to time, so the defenders always have to be aware of that.
Great shots, and he follows it up with a second one as well. Stern was a bit exposed there, but still great reaction time by Quako to pick that off. He misses the first shot on the King, but he's trying to get just over the top and actually poke like through the middle of the pole. And King actually rushing him down and pays for it. An attack round taken for Quako.
All right, so Epsilon off to a great start. They've already won the first map. I think they might have been slight underdogs in that first map, but Cephas attacking in now for Absolute Legends. Takes a round from time to time. He could certainly get things tied back up here, but Epsilon doing great work here against the Absolute Legends squad.
Cephas also assaulting through that right-hand side archway there. Looks like the rest of the spam rockets are coming, but Cephas has made it through unscathed. Needs this round, though. Otherwise, momentum is already in Epsilon's favor, and if he can't come back with an attack round right here, it is solidly their way, and they are going to be very favored to take the match.
Ouch, already taking 1 point of damage. Cephas's odds have dropped dramatically as we continue forward here. Down to only 1 armor, but picking up a defender, that's a decent trade for him. Oh, any of these prediction rockets would just end his effort, though. That's going to be really difficult to try and squeak by. Obviously, he has a couple of different rounds, but now when he's out in the open, he gets eliminated by Quako.
Okay, so that's a 3-1 advantage now for Epsilon / Pyrogen / not sure what they're called anymore. Especially this guy's name. We go with Hybrid, but Hybrid, what is it?
Yeah, Hybrid, what is it? You don't know him?
Easy.
Yeah. Anyway, Hybrid, it's actually Hibber1.
Good.
Either way, Hybrid attacking in now, the French player for Epsilon. Is their whole squad French, actually? Yeah, they are. So Epsilon trying to, do France proud here. I think the first team call win actually had some players from all over. That's Sturmy's team, right? I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sturmy is from Italy, I know for sure. So not all of them are French, but Nadio is a French developer. They're the ones who made Shootmania. So having one of the European teams being French representatives would be very cool for them. I'm sure only 2 armor remaining, but only 1 defender still standing. Stern is going to have to make it happen, and he does. Great effort again from these Absolute Legends defenders.
Okay, so Hybrid jumping on that last rocket. If that had been a 4-2 advantage, that would have been almost unovercomable. Not that we've seen crazy things happen in the past, but it's still a very, very tall order. Even as it is, Absolute Legends has to land an attack round to tie things up.
Okay, so Epsilon not wanting that to happen, they're going to play somewhat conservatively. They probably do see the defender down in the middle, and Stern is going to work his way to the left side. Not going to be able to do that jump shot that we see off of the spawn, and it can be actually really tough to find a defender until you get up at the top of this hill, and by that point, you've got prediction rockets being launched, you know, from 10 different directions at you, so it can be pretty tough to get up here. He is going to want to hide behind this column on the way up.
Okay, he is doing so, and he now sees that there's a defender at the very back because of the way the rocket was actually going. Jumps into a prediction rocket, so he's a little bit at a disadvantage now. Needs to pick off a defender very quickly, but he's getting rushed down. Picks off one attacker, or one defender, I should say, but 2 defenders still remain.
Oh man, that round nearly ended already. Only 4 seconds left to make 2 shots or hop on the cap. That's not going to happen for him. Red wins the turn, and Epsilon is in a very good position to be able to take this series already. If Sparko can get a successful attacking round, I think he was very close last time. The King shut him down with 2 armor remaining in the first attempt. If he can repeat his performance and actually take out the King this time, that would just put Epsilon even further ahead. They're looking very, very solid so far, and Absolute Legends just can't make it happen yet.
No, but we'll see if Sparko can start to bring things home. When they are up a map, they're also up an attack round in this map, so very close to being able to advance to the semifinals and actually knocking out Absolute Legends, a team who has shown themselves to be very strong in the past.
And if Epsilon does advance again, they'll be facing Eclipse in the semifinals, and that'll be a BO5 on Friday, but Sparko getting taken out very quickly. They're still going to have to defend successfully at least one more time.
Yes, they are. Okay, so 4-3 now. The King is on the attack. You know, he's been fairly inconsistent today. He's had a couple of rounds where he's made some kind of questionable decisions and run straight into rockets. And then he all of a sudden pops up with an attack round on Castle Crasher that's just absolutely dominating. So who knows? Hopefully it'll be the stronger attack round for him here. And it's not because I'm biased towards Absolute Legends. I just like watching successful attack rounds landed.
Of course. And, you know, attackers do always drive the action here. The King has an opportunity to bring his team back in it. That would be a great story, sort of come from behind victory if they are managed, you know, if they do manage to pull it off. I like that route. Actually, man, had a wide open shot on Quaco, but just could not connect. I like that route because it basically changes it up. It gives them a different look. The defense is not used to that, so they're expecting him to usually fall back from that position, but hopping forward kind of set them at unease. Unfortunately for the King, Epsilon's just looking too good on defense. They can't get in there.
And it's map point now, and I believe we're back around to Quaco. Yes, indeed, the guy who has taken an attack round already and has the most offensive rockets in the game, so certainly the all-star of this specific map. And he has the potential to close things out right here and send Pyrogen into the semifinals.
Yeah, and if Quaco is successful, that would actually mean the 3 teams that chose Archways all lost on it. So we'll see if he can make that 100% or not. As he moves forward, all he has to do is land 3 lasers. Of course, the defending team, Absolute Legends, they just need 3 rockets or to let time expire to be able to win the round and have one more opportunity to tie things up. But Quaco moving forward, he's going to rush down that defender and gets the shot 9 meters on Cephas, so he's already at an advantage. He's going to hop. That is going to get him started running, but he does take a point of damage there. Stern playing the point, gets taken out at 6.2 meters.
Wow.
The King is going to have to be the savior again with 2 armor remaining. Not going to happen. Quaco with another successful attack round, putting Epsilon into the semifinals.
Okay.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, very, very well done. I'm actually going to check and see as well if we have an update